What's up, guys? Brett Okamoto and Ian Parker, and this is UFC 285 post UFC Best Bets show. We don't really have a name for it here, but we're going to talk about how we did on the Best Bets. And I got to tell you, I hope that you're watching the show every single week, but I really hope that you watched it this week because we had our best week of the year, did we not?
We did. Look, it's been a little bit of a struggle to start the year, but listen, it's betting, it happens. But tonight, pay-per-view Best Bets, we hit a little different. 6-0, clean sweep. We just went with a little bit of a different strategy this week, and we killed it.
Yeah. So, sometimes I ask you, what did we learn here? But when you go 6-0, you just learn that you're really good at this, I guess. But what were some of your big takeaways, and what did you get right, and what did you kind of sweat out tonight?
You know what? Julian Marquez, Marc-Andre Barriault, we hit over 1.5. Brunson Duplessis, we sweat that over 1.5. 100%, and we knew that was going to happen. Jalen Turner, Gamrot over 1.5. We talked about Gamrot's chain wrestling and Jalen Turner's defense on the ground. It worked out perfectly for us. And then we had Valentina Grasso. What we learned is this is why we don't bet on heavy favorites like that. Anything can happen. But for you and I, we did over 2.5 rounds, and that hit no problem. And last but not least, the GOAT, Jon Jones. When everyone told us the 3-year layoff, the weight, Gon's athleticism, you and I said, nope. Jones going to take it to the floor and win. He made that bet look easy.
Well, I say this all the time when we're doing these gambling segments is that, we're going to be talking a lot about what to make of Jones's performance. But from a gambling perspective, I think it's super interesting because, yes, he went out there. You look at the result, first round submission.
Yeah.
You're like, man, the guy's unbeatable. The guy's great. But what did we make of Gon, though? I guess from a betting market, from a line on Jon Jones, the heavyweight, how is the market going to react to what we saw?
You know what? For Cyril Gane, you might get a great line if he does not fight. You better hope Gane doesn't fight a wrestler anymore. Mm-hmm. If he fights someone like Curtis Blades, he's not winning that fight. I think we just saw Cyril Gane, as talented as he is, as good as he is in a short period of time, he doesn't know what he's doing on the ground. I mean, Jon literally took him down, threw a few punches, walked into mount, and did the guillotine like there was no defense. So in that situation, what did we learn about Jon Jones? He's back. He's still the best, and him versus Stipe is going to be something interesting.
I mean, I guess, do you feel like you're going to be paying a premium for Jon moving forward? Because, in this case, you had, he's moving up in weight. He's 3 years off. And then he gets this great victory. Do you think you'll be paying a high premium on Jon Jones? Or do you think that Vegas will look at this and say, you know what, we don't need to add a ton of value on Jon Jones because we really didn't see much out of him in the heavyweight yet?
You know what? I think it's going to come down to who he's fighting. I think the Stipe fight, he's going to be minus 350 to minus 400. Because you know what? Stipe is... Look, he's been out for a long time, too, and Jon just looked flawless. Now, if we're talking Sergey Pavlovich, if we're talking a guy like a healthy Tom Aspinall that's got the grappling with the striking and the size, you may get a much better number. But against Stipe, I'm telling you guys right now, at least minus 300.
That's crazy, man. And I got to say, that's crazy. It almost makes me want to watch him fight Sergey or Tom Aspinall instead of Stipe because I want to see Jon challenge so badly. I think we all want to see that. But, of course, Stipe deserves it. He is the greatest when it comes to the heavyweight division, so I do believe that's the fight we'll see next. Real quickly, co-main event, I believe we're going to see that fight again. What do you think the odds are going to be?
So you know what? I think you'll get a better number on Valentina Shevchenko. And you know what? It was one mistake. And we've seen this spinning kick. It's kind of troubled people before. Look, Chris Weidman to Luke Rockhold. Mm-hmm. We've seen this in the back take. Alexa Grasso, she did what we thought she was going to do. Good boxing, aggressive, but Valentina started to take over, the jab, the wrestling. I think Valentina probably wins the rematch. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. I think that she'll still be a slight favorite. Look, same thing with Israel Adesanya, Kamaru Usman. They're favorites. They were winning, one mistake, they lost. Same thing here. This seems to be a trend. And Valentina back-to-back fights where she's showing a little bit of not so much dominance. But I want to see that rematch, and I feel bad for Erin Blanchfield in that situation.
So so Valentina was kind of around that 9-1, 10-1 number. What would you think?
You know what? I think she'll be a 3-1.
3-1. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. Listen, she got finished. It was. And look, and Grasso won round 1. If she didn't tap, you're talking 2-2 going into round 5.
Exactly, yeah.
So that fight was closer than what people would think. And look, we talked about Grasso. Good boxer, good defense off her back, good in the scramble. And look, she was in the crucifix position, which is Valentina's bread and butter on the ground.
Yeah.
She got out and landed some really good punches. Alexa Grasso, kudos to you. You fought like a champ tonight.
Super interesting. I can't wait to see these lines come out. There you got it, the Ian's predictions for the main and co-main. And, of course, we'll break all those down when they happen. But for now, we'll celebrate a very, very good night at UFC Best Bets.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.